Playing on the track.
Hey my beautiful Cola Pops, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new and you're stopping by, I am your girl Nicola and you've just entered Cola's Destiny. Please don't leave without showing the channel some love. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please turn on your notifications so that you'll see when I post some new content. So in today's video, I'll be featuring Charlotte Tilbury, and I have some of the products, not all of them. Now I'm only going to be showing you how I lay my base. So that will be foundation, the concealer, setting powder, blush, and bronzer. I don't have, oh, and the setting spray. I don't have the creams and the serums, anything else in the line, the lipsticks, the eyeshadows. I don't have any of those stuff, so I'm only showing you the base today and how I apply it. So let me go and do my brows and then I will be right back. Okay, so now that I already did my brows, let's get into the skin. So I'm going to start off by moisturizing with my La Mer moisturizer. Always make sure that your skin is very moisturized under your foundation. Now jumping into, well, we're already into fall, we're into autumn, and we're going into the winter season. It doesn't matter how much you have oily skin, don't use a mattifying foundation, especially now. Make sure that you're very moisturized, because when you're putting on extra dry products, what you're doing is alerting the skin that it needs to over moisturize, and then that's when you become over oily. So it starts to produce extra oil that none of us really want. I mean, in the long run it's good, because then, you know, you don't have wrinkles and such, but in the interim you don't want to have products that are going to mess up your skin. So I did that. It's going to be priming my skin using the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer in the liquid form. Yeah, so just stay away from primers and foundations that say mattifying, because again, it doesn't matter how oily you are, you want to add some moisture to your skin, and if you apply it the right way, you will not have that oiliness throughout the day. I mean, you will produce oil, but you're not gonna be melting your makeup off. A lot of people think that because they have oily skin, they're not supposed to moisturize their skin to put foundation on, and that's so not right. So what I like to do is I like to add the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I like to add it under my foundation, and it just looks like this. Now the reason for this is because I find that when I add it over my foundation, I start to feel it setting, and that kind of tight feeling, I don't like it. So what I was doing was I was setting with the setting spray, allowing it to do its thing, and then I was going in with my Morphe setting spray to kind of make my face feel a little bit more moisturized. I came up with a different way, so I'm using that, and it does state that you can use it underneath your foundation. So I've been doing that, and it's been working out for me. So now that my skin is prepped and ready to go, I'll be adding the foundation, and it is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I'm a 12.5 neutral, and that is what it looks like. So I do have an updated foundation routine, and if you haven't seen it, you can go and watch that. Now I won't be doing my foundation that way today because I don't have a contour in this for this line. There's nothing that I purchased that is dark enough. Now normally when I'm using these products, I do use my Fenty Beauty, the matte stick. However, because I just want to have this video exclusive for Charlotte Tilbury, I won't be doing that today. So I will be adding the foundation up to the point of where I add my concealer and stopping there, just because I don't want to be layering. So the claims of this foundation is that it is a long-lasting, weightless, hybrid skincare foundation, Charlotte's secret to a flawless, poreless looking confident complexion. It is full coverage, the finish is matte, and the formula is liquid. Now, although it says the finish is matte, it is actually a dewy finish, and it does say that it's full coverage, but I must disagree. And by the way, this foundation does oxidize. And if you don't know what oxidizing means, it means that once it's set, it kind of changes to a different color, whether that be darker, more orange, whatever it is. This one just gets darker. The Fenty Beauty that I reviewed before a long time ago for you guys, it got orange. And I know this doesn't really look like my complexion color, but trust me, when I blend it out, it is. So I'll be adding the concealer, and this is a Magic Away concealer, and I'm in, well, I'm not in shade 9, but I like to use shade 9, and that is what it looks like. So it has a little window here where you can see how much concealer you are using, how much you have left in the little window. So the one thing that I don't like about this is the applicator. As a makeup artist, I could never use this on someone unless I really pump, squeeze out a lot of product, put it on the little plate, and use it that way. So I won't be using this on any clients for sanitary purposes. As you can see, it's a sponge applicator, and it does get very messy. I don't like that about this. However, the coverage of this is really good. Now, it does say that you can use the applicator to blend out. However, no, I don't do that. So to get the product up into the sponge, what you have to do is turn the bottom of it and you'll hear it click like that. And then you'll see the product coming up. Let's put some under here. I'm gonna just go around there. Okay, so now that I look like a sea creature, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend out, and I'll be using my Morphe Morphe R6 brush. It's just a flat top foundation brush. And we're just gonna blend it out. Now I know I mentioned this in, or maybe I didn't, not even sure, in my foundation routine. When you're applying your foundation and when you're blending it out, so if you're using a brush, don't go like this and be pushing it into your face. Just lightly tap it in. You get a more airbrush look that way with any product that you're going to use. Tap and pull, tap, see, tap, pull, tap, pull, tap, pull, like that. But I'm going pretty fast, so it probably looks like I'm just like beating myself up. No. Let's tap, pull, tap, pull, tap, pull, tap, pull. Make sure that you're bringing your foundation right by your earlobe, down underneath your neck. And if you have a neck like mine, where I literally have an M for my last name, you want to try to get that too if you'll be showing your neck. Don't really care that much because I like my M. And for my little small forehead, I like to go over it with a smaller brush and just cover my hair that is showing, and just blend it out that way. Okay, so now it's time to blend out our concealer. And I like to start on my chin because that is where it has the least amount of product. I don't like to start up here and then come down here, because then all the product from here transfers down here. Then you just look like you have a light chin. And under my nose, dragging it down to your mustache. So the spots with the least amount of product is where I like to start blending out first. Can anybody tell me why this hair just wants to come mash up my life? Nico, you mash up my life. Peace I hear. You mash up my life. You mash up my life. See how I just don't know how to be serious? I had to add that song into, and I absolutely hate that song. Like, absolutely hate that song. If you like it, please don't come for me, but not my song, I tell you. I like to go back with my foundation brush now and make sure everything is blended. And there's no separation of where I put my foundation and where I put my concealer or my contour. You just want to go back over with your brush and blend everything. So a step that I like to add, just so that there's no extra product on my face, is to use my damp beauty blender and just push it into my face. And what that does is going to pick up any extra product that is left that you probably just kind of missed. Or you didn't miss it, the brush missed it. And then I just press that into my face, and it picks up anything that's left over. You see? That was too much. This will eliminate you from having cake face. Trust and believe. Thank me later. So now I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes using the Flawless Airbrush finish in number 2. And that is what the packaging looks like here. Gold package. All of our stuff are so well packaged and sleek looking. And that is what number 2 looks like. I know you're like, that is too light. No, it's not. Did you say it was too light? Did you? Oh, really? All right, so that was number 2. So now I'm gonna go in with number 3 and use that all over my face. I'm just gonna add the number 3 all over to set the foundation. So guys, I decided to do this video because I do see Charlotte Tilbury reviews. However, I'm not seeing anyone really using the setting powders on their entire face. I'm usually seeing it just under the eyes. I like to actually go in with the number 4. Now the number 4 was one of the first ones that I bought, and I was like, oh yes, this is nice, until I realized that it was a little dark. Like, if I was a little bit lighter, this could suffice for a bronzer. But I really do like to warm up my face with it. You're probably like, that's a lot of powder, but it's not. Maybe for you, not for me. Now this one is dark enough for me to actually chisel my nose a bit. So although I didn't use a cream contour, My big old nose is still snatched. And prior to this video, I didn't do this before. I always cream contour, but guess what? I was like, let me make it work, because homegirl don't have coins to be spending on makeup like that to go and buy something that is creamy just for a contour. No ma'am. So I'm just gonna go back around my nose with a number 2 with my beauty blender. To further chisel a little. So now it's time to warm up our face a little bit more. So I'm going to be using the Airbrush bronzer number 3 first, and then I'll be going in with number 4 to give myself a contour. Small contour, not big contour. So number 3 first. I'm just gonna warm up my forehead. I know you guys are familiar with the way I do my stuff, and I really like my forehead to look like I've been on a beach for 366 days of the year. Now we'll go in with a different brush to add a little bit, just a little bit of contour, just a little bit. Just a little bit. This is similar to the Fenty Beauty Coco Mami. So it's not really contouring, but it's just defining it a little bit more than this side. See, this side is just like, oh, she got a lot of cheeks. This side's like, ooh, she got a cheekbone. Which I do have cheekbones, but you know, quarantine and Corona got my face and other things really larger than it should be. So we fix that with some makeup to bring it back. And a little bit under here, over here. And now we can go ahead and dust away our nosy, like so. Like that. So now it's time for blush, and I'm using Walk of No Shame. You're not have any shame, young girl. Walk of No Shame. Yeah. Somebody is telling me that my edges are on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's even how you push the back and stuff.
Please give me some credit for my own edges.
No, the way you put it back, and that's how I do my hair sometimes.
Okay, so Miss Muddy over here is trying to take credit for my edges.
Your hair, it looks like my hair but red.
So she basically, and I'm gonna give her all the credit in the world, she taught me how to do my edges. Because before, this video is not about edges, leave me alone. Before I was doing my edges, I was not cutting the hair. I wasn't cutting my hair. I was just kind of taking the long pieces of hair and I was swooping it all into the hair and swooping it. I was wondering why it doesn't look right. And then one day I was like, come do my edges for me, I can't bother with this. Like every time I swoop, my finger brings back the piece of hair and then it drags it down. I was like, I couldn't figure it out. Like, I don't know why I couldn't figure it out. I really don't, because I've been doing hair for years. And this little one came in and she said, Mommy, just gotta make sure that you do this and you hold your finger and you go like this and now I'm doing my own edges on my own. I've been doing it for some time. Like, give me some credit. And she is actually very happy about that. More happy than I am. She's proud. She's a proud mama of the edges. So you see how that blush has its own highlight in there? Let me show you. I really love this blush for that reason, because you know, I'll say a girl I really like highlight. Ugh. So it has a highlighter right in the middle. So you don't want it, you just swirl around the edges, and if you do, to blend it together, you take your blush brush and just tap, 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 and add. Okay, so now it's my favorite part of the video. Why did my voice change? I don't know. Where I'm going to highlight, and I need to stop talking like this. Hollywood Superstar Glow highlighter. Yes, Hollywood, me a superstar, and I glow. So that is what that looks like. Grab me a brush. Any brush will do. No, well, not any brush, but tap, 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 tap. Take away the excess and tap, tap, tap. Okay, my people, so this is the end of the video. I really hope you loved the video. Now, I know I look a little bit off. I look a little bit strange. I don't look like myself, and that's because I literally only popped on these eyelashes just to kind of finish up the look, because I'm not going anywhere. I really only wanted to show you the products and how they work. Now, this is the foundation in the 12.5 neutral, as I said, and I know that when I was putting it on, it did look a little bit orange, but once it blends out and oxidizes, it becomes my color. So there, boom. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share the video so that my channel can grow. Until next time, I love you and stay blessed.